Hey guys, wanted to talk a little bit about some steps that you can take to find a coach. And I wrote a couple articles, a couple blog posts about why you should hire a coach and how you can benefit from it. And then also why you should not hire a coach if you're not in the right mindset, if you aren't willing to commit, if you don't have your ducks in a row, basically. So as a result of those posts, I got a lot of questions come back at me, and most of those questions revolved around how can I find a coach? Where do I start? I need some guidance here. So I wanted to touch back on those and give you guys some advice. So the first thing that you have to do before going out to look for a coach is just make sure that that's what you're looking for and that's what you need and that's the phase that you're at. So do a little bit of soul searching, make sure that you need a coach and you're ready for a coach. Okay. And so the next thing you want to do is find a coach that's good at the things that you're looking for. So if you're looking for commercial properties, large apartment complexes, syndications, you're probably not going to want to work with somebody who solely focuses on single family homes. Because they're just not going to be able to help you with a lot of the ins and outs of that. And it might not be a productive relationship. So make sure that they're good at what you're looking for. And then you're going to want to do a background check. You're going to want to make sure that they're qualified, figure out what their qualifications are. Why are they qualified to coach you? What experience do they have? What success do they have? And then you're going to check out their style. Make sure that the way that they coach, the way that they teach is going to work for you. And then furthermore, make sure that they're willing to tailor their approach to you, because that's very important, that this program that you're about to pay a lot of money for is going to work for you, and it's going to meet your needs, and it's going to be something that you can benefit from. So that leads into the next thing. You've got to figure out how much is it going to cost. And I think, this depends on what your situation is, how much you should pay for a coach. People ask me, how much should I pay for a coach? And there's no real answer. There's no black and white answer here. So I think it depends on what your resources are, but more importantly, it depends on what your goals are. So if you're trying to buy one property a year for the rest of your life, I wouldn't go out and spend $30,000 on a coach or an education program, because it's going to take you many, many years to make that money back in rental income. So keep that in mind. But then again, if you have a lot of money sitting aside and you can put it to work, but you just don't have direction, then you might be able to invest a little bit of that, because you are making an investment in yourself. But you also need to make sure there's a return on it. So hopefully that makes sense. The next thing you want to do is do a consultation call with that coach. Make sure that you guys communicate well. Make sure that you trust them. That's super important. You want to trust them. You want to know that they're looking out for you. They have your best interest at heart, and they want you to succeed. And this will be apparent on the very first call. Okay. And then lastly, make sure that logistically your schedules line up, make sure they have time for you, and make sure that they're willing and able to coach you. That's just as important as everything else. And so once you go through those processes and find somebody that meets all their criteria, then start talking about a coaching relationship. And you might have to go through a couple before you find the right one, right? So hopefully this is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye guys.